This is News on 6 Sports with Bobby Lewis.
The long-awaited BCS poll will be announced in less than 2 hours. Seems like you need an advanced degree in math to figure out how they compute these BCS rankings, but they're a combination of smaller polls and many computer rankings. All that really matters is the BCS poll determines who will play for the national championship. And OU could find themselves in that game if they keep on winning. They're third in the AP poll and first in the coaches poll after beating Kansas by 30 last night. The Sooners started slow, but they beat KU on Ryan Broyles' big night. Number 85 became the NCAA all-time leader in catches. His 317th grab right there made history. It came on a 57-yard touchdown. The state of Texas really must hate us right about now. A week after OU scored 55 against the Longhorns, the Pokes put up 38 yesterday in Austin. OSU is now ranked 6th in the AP and 7th in the coaches poll and could be even higher in the BCS rankings after beating Texas 2 straight years for the first time in school history.
You're dealing with 130 guys, you travel 70 of them, and you play about 40, and to keep that intensity up for 4 months is not easy. So when you travel on the road and you play a team that's ranked in the top 25 and you win, you got to get your victory and pack up and get out of here as fast as you can.
Tulsa is back to 500 after beating winless UAB last night 37-20. The defense was sloppy early. The Blazers hadn't scored a passing touchdown all season and got 2 in the first 16 minutes. But TU settled down and got big games from Clay Sears and Jatarian Douglas. The coaching staff warned the players all week long not to take the winless Blazers so lightly.
I think you got to give UAB a lot of credit for battling and really, bringing their A game. They really played well. One of the things we had talked about from the beginning was if you look at their record and play down to that record, it's going to be a huge mistake.
A pair of NSU Riverhawks set records yesterday in a win over Harding. Former Fort Gibson Tiger Trey McVeigh reeled in an NCAA record 425 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns. And former Sand Springs star quarterback Johnny Deaton tossed all 6 of those touchdowns and threw for a school record 542 yards in the Riverhawks' 49-41 win. That makes 3 straight for NSU. How about some NFL action from this afternoon? The Fighting Sam Bradfords looking for their first win of the year against Green Bay, wearing blue and brown. Go figure. Second quarter, Aaron Rodgers, 35-yard touchdown pass here to James Jones, just like that, 10-0 Packers. And then Rodgers, this time considerably further, 93 yards to Jordy Nelson, 17-0 Packers after that. They would go on to win 24-3. And how about the Detroit Lions? Undefeated coming into this game, but that Motown magic has worn off. Fourth quarter, 4th down, Alex Smith finds Delaney Walker for a 6-yard touchdown. The 49ers take the lead, and they go on to win, but not before some words are exchanged here. The 2 head coaches get into it a little bit. Jim Schwartz chases down Jim Harbaugh. They get to know each other a little bit. 49ers win 25-19. Sad news tonight, IndyCar driver Dan Weldon died today in a horrible 15-car crash at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Weldon was unable to avoid the pileup in front of him on the 11th lap of the season's final race. His car went airborne after colliding with other cars that were already crashed in front of him. The race was called. Weldon was taken to the hospital but could not be saved. He was 33 years old. And finally tonight, we end on a much happier note. For the 2nd year in a row, the Texas Rangers going back to the World Series. They exploded for 15 runs last night in their Game 6 win. Nelson Cruz had 6 home runs and 13 RBIs against the Tigers in the series. Both of those are postseason records. The St. Louis Cardinals can join them if they win Game 6 tonight against Milwaukee. They haven't been to the World Series since they won it all in 2006. A lot of Cardinals fans around here are rooting for that. I know our own Scott Thompson is rooting for that.
He's a big
At home with some
that.
popcorn, waiting around.
He's wanting for that. And then there were some Rangers fans because it's kind of divided, so that would be kind of Tulsa's in the middle.
You could drive to both games. Take a whole day, but you can get there.
All right, thank you very much, Bob.